I'm from Seattle, but I'm in Panama right now, and this is where my new home, Panama, and I do nothing. I'm retired, and I do a lot of activities, a lot of exercising activities. So that's my life right now. Childcare provider for 30 years. I had my own business. Oh, yes. Not only that, it's warm. I could swim every day. I could get in the water, pool every day. Nothing. I didn't. All I knew about grounding was when you're outside, you want to take your shoes and socks off and walk on either the grass, the sand, or I would bury my feet in the sand, stuff like that, but never, not a lot. I didn't know a lot. Only what I read after I heard of it. Well, actually, I did a report with a doctor, and that was on the back of my report. It said you should ground, and I didn't. So I started Googling, seeing what is that, seeing what that was. And so I'm so into my health, I'm really into my health to the point to where I was like, okay, whatever I can continue to keep doing better, I'm going to keep doing better, so I went on the website. Oh, and a friend of mine, she and I were talking. She said, we got to start grounding. I don't know if she knew about it either, but we were just talking about it. And then when the doctor had said it too, and I was like, okay. And so I started looking. She said, they have grounding things for your bed and for your feet and things like that. And so I said, oh, well, see, you don't have to tell me one time, and I'm going to Google, and I'm going to purchase. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to listen to all the reviews, and then I'm going to buy. And so Down to Ground was not my first one, but the first one that I tried, I didn't like, so I just sent that back. And I said, let me try this because I seen the mattress. So I said, that's what I want right there. I said, I'm going to try that now. And so I said, okay, so I might as well get the bundle as well. So that way I am grounding from head to toe. And so I was like, okay, so I spread it out on the bed. So at first I was like, because I have a king bed, and it was stretching those bands after a few days. It was just stretching the bands to the limit. I was like, I don't want it to break. So I text Frazier and asked him. I was actually asking him, in the future, that if you all could make one a little bigger, right? And I was telling him what I was going through as far as the bands. And then he told me, he says, well, most people, he says, well, I've had that, that come up a lot. So most people usually turn it around sideways and do it that way, and then it'll go across the bed. So I did it before he responded. That works really well. It's not any stress on the bands, and so I just love it because I have I had pain, I had bent my coccyx bone. If I sit down too long, I can barely get back up because it would hurt so bad. But now that I've been grounding, the pain has totally, it's not all the way gone, but it has certainly subsided to the point to where I feel better. 15 or 20 years ago, I did it. And I don't know what I did for it to heal, but all of a sudden this year just started back up again. And that's super, super painful. And so, but that pain has subsided. And I would sleep. When I would sleep, I'd wake up in the night, but then to, use the restroom and then go back to bed. But I can't go back to sleep for like a couple of hours, so I'm just tossing and turning and trying to figure it out. But now I get up, I use the restroom, I get back in the bed, go bam, right back to sleep, right back to sleep. And I was like, I'm liking this grounding stuff. And I would only sleep only a few hours. I'm a night owl, so I would only get like about 5, maybe 6 hours of sleep. And then now I get 7, 8, so it's all working for me. It was always, and that's been what, about 4 years now, almost. And it would hurt, but also it would stay swollen. It's just, and I didn't have much flexion in my knee. And so since I've been grounding, one morning I woke up and I was bending my knee, and I showed my husband. I was like, look, honey, look at my knee. He said, that's 90 degrees right there. I had more, and the swelling was gone down. So I'm sold. I'll be grounding. Wake up in the morning feeling rested, and I get up and, I exercise. I do water aerobics, and I do aqua bikes as well. So they have bikes in the water as well. And so on 5 days a week, I'm doing something. Like I do 2 bike classes in the water, and then I do 3 water aerobic classes. And they're strenuous too, because our instructor is really, he's not playing around. And so, and they're hour-long classes. So, but my recovery, I used to walk and be, I'm hurting. No, I'm sore. I'm this. Not anymore. I recover well. The next night, I knew I slept really good. And not the next night, but that night I slept on it. I said, wow, I slept 8 hours. I had 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes I don't even wake up to go use the restroom. I just sleep right through. But yeah, it was the very first night. It was the first night. No, as far as what? Maybe at first when I was hearing about it, and when they, have to plug something into the socket, but no, not at all. I said, oh, this is easy. This is effortless. And I plugged it up and I got it nice and neat to where the cord is not in my way. And I'm good. I'm good to go. I like the fact about the pad that being on the bed, you only wipe it down once a month, with a damp cloth. Don't think any longer. Just buy it. Just buy it. And I would suggest buying it from down to ground because I am a witness. Their products work. That's what I recommend. I'd be trying to tell people about it, but, they think I'm just like, something's wrong with me. Oh, well, they sell it on Amazon. I said, well, I'll tell you what, you get what you pay for. She bought something off of Amazon. She said, I don't even feel nothing. I said, well, I tried to tell you. I said, you can't, just because it's on Amazon, you want to save a few pennies. You're not going to get what you're looking for. And so, I don't know, she maybe don't even use that thing. Well, it's not doing her any good anyway. So I'm happy.